Self-worth is a struggle for a lot of people. And we're in a time where approximately 1 out of 10 adults and 1.5 out of 10 youth ages 12 through 17 suffer from major depression. Before we solve the problem and reach the how, it's important to understand the why. So in 3 steps, I'm going to show you how to stop hating yourself. We live in a time where the human race is the wealthiest, most connected, educated, and liberally free than any other time in existence. Yet we are also the saddest, most depressed, lost, and downright nihilistic than we ever have been. How is that possible? There's been study after study, treatment after treatment, and yet nothing seems to really work from a medical standpoint. The truth is, the reason you hate yourself and you're struggling with depression and anxiety, you're disconnected. You see, the world tells you that you are a cosmic accident, a product of millennia of random mutations based on chance and survival of the fittest. You have no purpose, no meaning, you just are, you live, and then you die. And that's it. No wonder you're sad. That's an empty worldview. But there's another side. You aren't an accident. You were intentional. So intentional, in fact, that your very being here is the actual evidence of that intention, and that the entire world and how it operates could not work without you. You aren't random or a mutation, and your purpose is very simple. You see, the truth is you were made in the image of God, called the Imago Dei. God intentionally created you for one purpose, and that purpose is to glorify Him and enjoy Him forever. The reason you hate yourself is the same reason you can stop: purpose. This is why money, sex, food, attention, pleasure, drinking, drugs, none of these things satisfy you. Your emptiness only seems to grow, and your depression feels like an ocean that you cannot escape from. You see, the truth is, we were created to love and enjoy God forever, but we rebelled against Him. And because of that, sin, a malevolent desire to reject God and do evil, entered into our being. It separated us from God, making it impossible to follow Him or love Him because He is holy. If we die in our sins, we are separated from Him forever, not just on earth, but after we die. The depression, the sadness, the loneliness, the hole that is missing in you is your lost relationship with your Creator. This relationship cannot be duplicated, substituted, or forgotten. The more you do things against Him, the darker and emptier you become. But thankfully, God did something about this by sending His Son, Jesus of Nazareth, into the world to save those who believe Him from this and all sin now and forever. He became a sacrifice, choosing to die on a cross for the sins of His people, giving up His spirit and dying. He was dead for 2 nights and rose on the 3rd day. He is alive, and if you call on His name and ask Him to save you right now, today, with all of your heart, mind, and soul, where you are and how you are, trusting He is real and that He hears you, you can be free from everything, including self-hatred and self-destruction. You may not believe in Jesus. You may think He's a fairy tale, and if you do, that's okay. He's not afraid of that. All I ask is that you ask Him to show you and prove to you He is real. If you do this in good faith, go to your room, close the door, call on His name, and ask Him humbly to reveal Himself to you, I promise He will answer. Your emptiness will be filled with love. Love that cannot be described. It can only be experienced. And if you want that love, the love of the one who sent you to earth to find your way back to Him, then call on His name and believe in Him because He believes in you. You know, when looking into this topic, I found this quote in the Baker Encyclopedia of Psychology and Counseling to be accurate. Quote, "The tension between humility and self-worth isn't a contradiction to resolve, but rather a positive tension necessary for emotional stability, character development, and relational maturity." End quote. You see, self-hatred is a projection of God's creative work and redemptive love, and contradicts the truth, which is you are not only worth much, you're priceless in the eyes of your Creator, because you are made in His image. I hope you found this video helpful,